Good morning, students, and Jai Hind. Today, we are going to revise our chapter, second chapter of the first book, Demography of the India. Okay, Indian demography. In that Indian demography, we have studied what is the demography. I have already mentioned you many times. Mentioned you understand what is the demography. It is just as the population study of population. It refers to the study of the population or population segments and or the various ingredients of the population, different age populations, okay, or the different age groups population are studied in the this system, and we have already studied that. Now, in which a country, first of all, what was the need for the study of the this demography, understand of this subject as a sociology, important for the sociologist. And we have already seen that as the nation states or the welfare state began to be established in the Europe, so these European nations required the data, a collective data, understand, and collection of the data for the welfare and for the welfare, and began to be the interfere, or began to they started these states, modern states started studying about their populations, the need of their populations for their basic needs like the shelters, drinking water, medical facilities, and the conditions for that. Providing these, understand, the state must have to be the know about the situation and conditions of these condition of their society or the social segments. They must have to be there. Or under this process, we see that first of all, this now census began in America, understand, and then after in our country a decennial census system in 1881 started or began by the British government in India, understand, or the more and more data was required, whether for imposing the tax upon the different tax, or whether for welfare activity, or whether for the tax collection, or whether for the ruling. They must have to be the know about the people to whom they are the ruling for, understand. So these all factors now made the essentials for the study of the demographic study. So why are the demographic data is important for the state policy? First question, why the demographic data are the required for the state policies? The first of all, for the first thing, for the planning. Every state welfare states or every modern states now draws the plan for the administration and plan for the development. And moreover, implementation of a state policy without the planning, without the state or the without the population statistics, a state can't make the plan, or that could not be the implemented properly. So the modern states required the demographic data, understand, for the economic development or for implementation of their policy and the programs. Second, especially for economic development, general public welfare, and particularly this was this data, okay, demographic data is required for the economic growth and for the economic relief of the poor section of the society, understand, for that. And the under the welfare state, in a welfare state, this was required. But when they first emerged, the nation states, social statistics also provided strong justification for a new discipline of the sociology, a strong justification. Now, as the this when the first emerged, when they first emerged, understand, the nation state first emerged, welfare state. the social statics also provided a strong justification for for a new discipline of the sociology. Means that an independent discipline. It means that very the scientific study of the scientific study of sociology. It was the required and the fair, and moreover aggregate statics. Okay, statics are now adding and summing all aggregate statics or the numerical characteristics that refer to the large collectivity. Aggregate or the numerical. This refers to the numerical characteristics that refer to a large collectivity consisting of millions of the people. Okay, millions of the people. Now, after a concrete and strong argument, after the concrete or strong argument for the existence of social phenomena. Understand? For the existence of a social phenomena, a strong. This offers the millions of the people a concrete or a strong argument for the existence of a social phenomena. Even though country level or the state level statics like the country level statics, state level statics or the local level statics now the number of the dates that required, the number of the dates per 1000 population or the death rates are made up by the aggregate, or these were the made by the aggregate, adding up individual dates, adding up the individual date. Understand? This was the made aggregate per 1000. Adding the individual's date, aggregate was added, and the 1000 population or the death rates are made up of the aggregating individual deaths, the death rate itself, deaths, and the death rates itself a social phenomena. This death rates is also a social phenomena and must be the explained at the social level, or this death rate must be the explained at the social level. Understand? Or this can be the explained in the aggregate manner by the per thousands what the death happens. This is the in the aggregate manner, or this is the dates are the social phenomena that's happened. So this became the very necessary for the data collecting. Or the now Emil Durkheim explained the various now variation. Emil Durkheim further he had made the very special study about the suicidal system, about the suicide or the region of the suicide in the society. He had made a very masterpiece study or variation in the society rates across different countries was a good example of this. Understand? He had now made the variation in the deaths. Understand? In the suicide deaths across the different country. A good example of that. Durkheim argued that the rate of suicide, okay, rate of suicide, that is the number of suicide per lakhs population, had to be explained by social causes, and these had to be explained by the social causes, because even though each particular instance of the suicide, each particular instances or the events of the suicide may have involved regions specific to that individual. Region is now associated specific to that individual or his circumstances. Understand? So now here Emil Durkheim had given the suicide theory, and at the 1 lakhs per population, understand what the suicidal deaths happens, and among that he has to be the now discover, understand, and find out the causes of the death individual to individual and the different circumstances, differently associated with the different kind of the societies. Understand? So now we see that these statics are the very important. Moreover, students, there are two kinds of the demography. Understand? First, first kind of there are two types of the demography. The first kind of the formal demography. Second is the broader field of the population studies. Formal demography, and the formal a broader field of the population. First of all, formal demography, what is that? Is it primarily it is the associated the measurements and the analysis. Formal is the associated with the measurement or the analysis of the components of the population change. What is the it is the associated with the measurement analysis of the components of the population change. Components of the population change. Components means the youngster, the infants, the youths. Understand? Youths, men, women. These components are the population. Understand? So, what is the components of population change? Okay, that analysis, their analysis, they do, and measurements and analysis in the formal population study or demography. This focus on the quantitative analysis. In the formal analysis, much focus is given on the quantitative, for which it has a highly developed mathematical methodology. Understand? This for that quantitative study, it had developed. Sociology had developed a highly mathematical methodology suitable for the forecasting population growth, and that is the very suitable for the forecasting the population growth. Understand? So this has been the developed. This kind of this comes under the formal demographic study. Moreover, population growth and the changes in the composition of the population and this forecast the population growth, changes in the population composition and population studies or the social demography. Now, on the other hand, inquire into the wider causes. This another kind of the population studies is the or the social demography. The social demography includes, on the other hand, inquire into, okay, or the get into the wider causes, a broader causes and consequences of population, now structure and the change. This is the this is the now formal or the informal population study. Social demography believe, now other hand, this social demography and the broader demography believe that social process and the structures regulate demographic processes. Now in the social demography, what we study, believe that social process, any process going in the social process is going always, sociology and society is always in process, and the structure regulate or that structure in which the society is stipulated. Understand? In the structure that regulate the demographic processes, which regulate the demographic processes, like sociologists, they seek to trace social regions, and sociologists now try to find out the social regions that accounts for the population trend and that accounts for the population trend. What is the trend of population? Sociologists now, whether the trend is decline, whether the trend is now advancing and swelling population, so this trend is now discovered in the social processes by the sociologists. They try to get the answer of these changes, okay, and the population trend through the social phenomena, through the social processes. Understand? Now here, one of these things is that now we should concentrate on the Malthus theory. Understand? Malthus theory of population growth. Although Malthus theory is now had been refuted by the many modern scholars and the many modern sociologists, even then the Malthus sociological theory now ruled for a very long time, and it was believed true. But later on the basis of the scientific reasons or the scientific method or scientific principles, his methods his methods were now refuted or the methods were condemned or criticized. First of all, now this Malthus was political economist. Who was he? Political economist, and now he outlined theory of population growth in the now one of his books essay. The population was the rather a now pessimistic one regarding the population growth. He now expressed not the optimistic views. His views is very much pessimistic. Understand? Very the sadist in that pessimistic views. He argued that human population sorry, now he further argued that human population tend to grow. Now he argued that human population tend to grow at a much faster. Now he had argued that human population grows much faster than the rather than the rate at which means of human subsistence, यानी कि food, clothes, and the other agriculture-based products can grow. It means that whatever the human being requires, understand, and what the products for their subsistence level they required, that is the leisure, and the human population is faster. Now now the growth for the subsistence growth, agricultural products and the other for his subsistence agriculture products, understand, the wheat and the or the clothes in other manner. These are the leisure, and the human production is faster. Now he want to say, understand, so that is the always the human being will be the in a scarcity of the always will be the in a struggle for the acquiring the subsistence level to reach at the subsistence level. Understand? Now while population rises in the geometric progression, one the for the his further he especially faster raised subsistence level already grown. Therefore, humanity is condemned to live in a poverty. One thing is that Malthus said that now humanity is inevitable. Understand? They are condemned and they are bound to live in the poverty. Why? Because population is faster than the production for the subsistence level. Understand? Is leisure. That's why never they would be never having the abundance or the sufficient for their survival. So the human being will be and humanity will be condemned to live in the poverty. Always they are this is the theory given by and overtaken by the population growth, and whatever they will productions, agriculture production will be always overtaken and overridden by the population growth. So the human beings will be live in a poverty. Always they are bound to live in the poverty. This is the Malthus theory. Understand? Malthus theory. Further he said that population, while the population rises in a geometric progression, he said that the progressions the population is rising, that is this is in a geometric progression like the 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, like that geometric progression. On the other hand, agriculture production can be only grow in arithmetic progression, means like the 2, 4, 6, 8, 6, 8, 10. Okay, so that is arithmetic progression because population growth outstrips outstrips growth in production of subsistence resources, and the only way to increase the prosperity, only ways to increase how to check the population, how to check to bring the prosperity. He said that the only way to bring the prosperity is the controlling the growth of population. He said that if the humanity wants to, a human being want to bring the prosperity, the one way is that is the population control. Understand? This is the Malthus theory. Now he want the population control. Population should be the controlled well, and further, for this, what he now gave the theory for the population control. What the measures he wants to be the now. He said that unfortunately, humanity has only a limited ability to voluntarily reduce the growth of its population. Limited means, he said that voluntarily the human being have the unfortunately human being have the limited ability to voluntarily reduce the growth of its population through the preventive checks. Very limited they have the means to having the preventive checks, such as now postponing the marriage. Only the how can be the population can be the checked. Understand? Now he said that only the very limited one thing, yeah, whether the human being and the one will postpone the marriage. Second, practicing the now sexual abstinence, practicing the sexual abstinence, celibacy or the celibacy. Understand? Whether the abstain the brahmacharya or the celibacy observe, then the population control will be the whoever the postpone the marriage, population will be the itself controlled. So only these are the very limited means in according to the Malthus. Only these are the limited preventive checks to bring the prosperity in the society. Understand? These were the Malthus theory he gave, and further Malthus said that Malthus believed therefore that positive checks to population growth. He talks about the positive checks. What is the positive checks? Now here the one thing, preventive checks, very limited. What is the positive checks? The positive checks is the form of famines or disease. These positive checks comes in the form of famine, droughts. Consequently, many years the droughts happens for the decades. Then these are the positive checks, and the moreover for the further diseases, famines or diseases like the pandemic, like this COVID-19. These are the positive checks in the eyes of or in the views of the Malthus. Understand? The tsunami, earthquakes, flood, or all these balance. The nature makes the balance. Understand? By these growing population can be the now rooted, and then again the nature will balance. Understand? So the Malthus talked about that. Now these positive and called these calamities or these as a positive checks that will check the population growth. Understand? And moreover, where inevitable because and these positive checks are inevitable. Understand? The plague, diarrhea, cholera, understand, malaria, or this corona, understand, this COVID-19. These are the great pandemic. Understand? Which are the positive checks in the eyes of the Malthus. and brings, and where the this is the they were the nature's way of the dealing with the imbalance. This is the nature's way. Nature now tried. Nature balances. Nature balances the between the food supply and the increasing population. So the nature always try to balance between the food supply or the increasing population. Increasing population is always checked by the positive checks. Positive checks is what? The natural calamity, pandemic, or the other natural calamity, expression of other calamity. So he said the Malthus theory. Malthus speaks that, but by the time Malthus theories was challenged, but later on his theory was challenged by the modern thinkers. Understand? And now challenged by the theorists who claim that economic growth could outstrip the population. They now give the argument that economic growth could outstrip the population growth. Means population growth can be the left behind, and the economic growth may be the faster, can be made the faster. Understand? Or moreover, however, the most effective refutation of this theory was provided by the historical experience of the European country. And now if you see in the historical evidences or historical changes of the European country, what happened? European population, they made much faster their economic growth than the population growth. Okay, and bring the prosperity there. And this economic, population growth was left far behind, and they made the much advancement and the growth in the production, high production, surplus production, or extra production they made, and that was brought the prosperity. So the Malthus theory was well refuted by the Europeans and the trade with the European countries. Now they started the high production in the agriculture, surplus production. Now is the much reply for that Malthus theory. Understand? And moreover, here the pattern of population growth began to change now in the latter half of the 19th century. Latter pattern of the population change, and by the end of the first quarter of the 20th century, these changes were now quite dramatic. The pattern of the population was changed and began to be the change, or these patterns was quite now birth rate decline, but the pattern change. The sociological data, understand, now it spoke that now the birth rate declined. Birth rate began to decline, and the outbreak of the epidemic disease were being controlled. The pandemic, outbreak of the natural calamity began to be controlled by the different devices or the different efforts. Understand? Began to be the control. As a result, what happened? This could not make the destructions to the human being. Moreover, Malthus predictions were the proved false, and later on the Malthus prediction proved false because the human being became capable to control these calamities or the disasters, and because both food production became the very high, standard of living of the peoples now went very high, became the very rich, and now here they continued to rise despite the rapid growth of the population. The production rising despite the growth of the population. Much production rising, and moreover, Malthus was also criticized by one of the liberal and the Marxist schools. Liberals also criticized the Malthus, Marxist schools also, and now for asserting that poverty was caused by the population growth. Now Malthus said that poverty was caused by the population growth, but Marx said no, it is the man-made. Poverty is what? It is the articulated or the man-made, and now asserting that the critics argue that the problem like the poverty and starvations were caused by the unequal distribution of the economic resources in the society. That is the causing the poverty and the death in the society rather than the population growth. Poverty comes not by the population growth and the less production of the resources. No, this poverty comes and the brought by the exploitation and the resources. Poverty is brought by the now unequal distribution of the resources among the population. This is the because of that poverty exists and the poverty is existing and an unjust social system or this poverty exists. Why? Because unjust social system is here allowed the wealthy and the privileged minority to live in a luxury. Unjust social system in which the minority, the wealthy, they are the living the luxurious, leading the luxurious life, while the vast majority of the population were the forced to live in the poverty. Understand? This was the fact, a natural fact, which was now condemned or which was criticized by the Karl Marx, liberals, and other thinkers of the Europe. So the Malthus theory was refuted this way. Okay, thank you very much for the next class. Thank you.